Sneako's ban has gotten to me. I haven't been sleeping right, falling into bad habits right after getting out of them, and I catch myself slowly growing to hate my friends. All the people I look up to are disappearing, and it's confusing and scaring me. If you haven't noticed by my past videos, I have a weird tendency to fall in love with dead people. No Jeffrey Dahmer. X, Juice, Lil Peep, Basquiat, Kurt Cobain. There's few that are still alive, like Donald Glover and Tyler, but that's it. And then there are the ones who are so far from what I fell in love with that they're basically dead to me, i.e. Kanye and Sneako. I watched the 20-minute Tucker Carlson interview and reactions to it. I watched the 3-hour Drink Champs interview, and then I watched what I could of the Piers Morgan interview. And I gotta say, he's wildin'. I see what he's saying. He's jealous of the Jews because they went through something horrible and came back and grew and got their own banks and shit and money and all that, and they're together, whereas black people have done largely.
Pop Smoke was shot and killed during an early morning break-in at a home.
The murder of a 20-year-old rapper in Broward County. It appears two men were trying to rob
the airport. I was already headed there.
And he has to say crazy shit like DEFCON 3 to get us to pay attention, because Kendrick has been saying this forever, but nobody has been listening. Kanye just wants us to grow and thrive as a people, but more and more black people are cutting ties with this nigga Kanye because of the odd tactics he's using to convey these ideas. I've always been a proud Kanye dick rider because I truly believe this man is a genius and one of the most important people in the 21st century, but it's getting harder to understand his ways. At least we have the music. Kanye's music will always be here, especially when my records come in the mail. But Sneako's stuff is gone. It's all gone. There's nothing left. His channel's deleted, and all I have are memories. No, I'm not going to Rumble, nigga. His legacy was his videos. I never bought quality clothing, shirts, or hoodies, but I had a poster, but I ripped it up. I see something similar in both of these people that may be the best and worst things to ever happen to them. Ego. Someone's ego is their sense of their own worth. If you think you're a hotshot that's more important than other people in the world, you scratch this part out. It's actually like switched around. Big egos means that you're insecure, and small egos, you're still a bitch. Nearer than you, and you have a small ego. It's how you view yourself. It's important to have a healthy ego because that pushes you to do hard tasks, whereas a small ego will make you not even try. Through our years of watching Kanye and watching The Last Dance and Michael Jackson, all of the big niggas, but Kanye specifically, it's clear that his ego is huge.
I am Shakespeare in the flesh, Walt Disney.
He talks extremely highly of himself, and in my opinion, backs it up every time. But this also comes with an attitude that most people despise. This braggadocious attitude has burnt bridges with friends, family, and fans. Normal people, me and you, are pussy. We're afraid of saying how we feel, whether it's storming into Wendy's, saying this is not what I ordered, or saying how you feel about all the taboo things we start wars over. And seeing someone who's just all out there, balls and all, balls. People get scared, then they try to kill them. Whether that's creatively, financially, mentally, or literally. Where was I going with this? Oh. Kanye's ego is currently ruining him. The ego is very hard to change, and that's why Sneako isn't here anymore. I thought he was trolling when he started this shit, but he wasn't. He talked to so many people with the complete opposite views of him, but his ego would not allow him to change and listen, so he stuck to that shit, burnt bridges with everyone, even his employer, and now he's gone. I'm not going to Rumble, nigga. Everything you've done and learned comes together to form your ego, and it's gonna take some heavy artillery to change it. I want to stop playing this fucking video game. I don't want to be the guy that plays video games all day. but I'm not going to change. I literally might have to get into a car crash or something to change my ego. Jeffrey Langan could have been a smart. It's Chris Langan. I keep fucking it up. It's Chris, not Jeffrey. Could have been the smartest man in the world. His IQ is higher than Albert Einstein's. But why have you not heard of him? Why does he live on a farm in the middle of nowhere? Because his ego was too high. He thought he was better than everyone, so he didn't go to college and couldn't make connections because his dad never taught him that. His dad taught him to distrust authority, and when he didn't get accepted into that college, when something fucked up, I don't know the specifics, he just said, fuck authority, fuck the system, fuck this shit, and now he's on a farm in the middle of nowhere. You know what I think? I think most people in this country definitely have a big ego. People believing they're better than the next nigga is what runs this world, and Americans take full advantage of it. They feel like hot shit because they have the privilege to fuck with the less fortunate and yell at wage slaves for getting their order wrong, but most people don't use that ego for anything memorable. They use it for stupid games to win stupid prizes just so they can feel good in the moment and tell their partner how strong of a man they are, just so they can sleep on you know the joke. I can't make the joke. Just do the SpongeBob meme. You're going to work, dear.
Yes, dear.
But I just came to a revelation in the middle of this video that we're not so different. Kanye will say something thought-provoking and everyone will call him crazy because they're jealous and they don't have the balls to say it themselves, but they're saying controversial shit towards Kanye on Twitter for validation. We're all playing this stupid game to win stupid prizes. It's just at a smaller level compared to Kanye or Sneeko. I would do the same shit if I was Kanye, but I am. It's just to a smaller degree. Wait, Sway at the end? I envy the ones with small egos, but in reality, I post my life on the internet so people can comment, oh my god, he's just like me for real. You ever see those living without social media videos and think like, how did you upload this? Even when we say we don't care, it's only to make people think you're humble, which is still overtly caring about how people view you. Sneeko and Kanye's cancellations have gotten to me. I'm very dumb and gullible, and for as long as I can remember, I've been following Kanye and Sneeko blindly. I've been following all of my influences, but they died. 90% of them died, and now Sneeko and Kanye are just added to the pile, and I don't know what to do. I want to be big and bold like these guys, but I'm just not. Nor have I displayed any sign of that ever. I want to be the greatest ever, but I truly really don't have that bone in me. I don't have the ego either to say fuck everybody else, say they're all worse than me, and just like do my thing and try to be the best. I can't do that. I need somebody like Kanye, who's on the opposite end of the spectrum, to give me some pointers. But he's gone. He's leaving. He's currently leaving. Sneeko is gone. Call Me If You Get Lost is not Tyler's best album. And fucking Atlanta's ending in a week. You see what I mean? Everybody's fucking leaving. And it's scaring me. It's confusing me. I don't want to over dramatize this shit already more than it already is. But it's just something I'm thinking about right now. I you know, it's just confusing. You know what I mean? That's it.